record. Okay, so it is July 29th. It is the end of the month. Oh my goodness, this month has flown by totally. I am not going to lie, this has been a really rough month for me as far as objections and conversations, and I feel like I've probably had 100 people say no this month, and it's just been very stressful. What I thought was going to be an amazing month has, just, I don't know. It's just been a struggle for me. I've had a lot of success in my challenge groups, and I'm counting that as a victory. I've had a lot of conversations. I'm counting that as a victory. Those conversations are breadcrumbs. Those are planting the seed for future, curiosity and things like that. Just talking to people in general, and that just always helps, strengthening those conversations, building those relationships, building those trustworthy relationships, and really just focusing on trying to be the best version of yourself that you can, so you can project that to other people and have other people, understand what it is that we're doing and why we do what we do, and get it. And, so then when they're ready, unfortunately, it's not always about us. It shouldn't be about us. It should be about them, and it should be about their results, and it should be about, how we can help other people. So just a couple things, just a couple little announcements. The diamond bonus thing is going on. So that is something that third quarter, you'd need to be diamond by the end of this month, and then hold it for 6 weeks in order to get that $250 extra bonus. That'll be for the third quarter. And then the fourth quarter, and then you have to hit Success Club every month. So the fourth quarter is will be like November, December, and then you'll still qualify for that $250 bonus. And that's anybody who's Star Diamond and Diamond and Star Diamond. So anyway, now is the time. Hold on, guys. I'm like, I need 20 minutes of no crying and screaming. Is that possible? We'll see. Probably not. So anyway, now is the time to push for that fourth quarter. If you didn't hit your goal this month, that's okay. I haven't hit my goal this month yet either. So no biggie. Fourth quarter, and usually we tend to see an upswing. Summer is really, honestly, probably the roughest season to get through, because so many people travel and are gone and are doing all the things, and it's so hard to get anybody to commit. I mean, I know that I've had people commit to my 3-week groups that drop off after like day 4. And you're like, seriously, where'd you go? And it's like, well, I had a trip and I had this and I had, it's really hard to get people to commit during the summer. People are more focused on their families and more focused on, everything else besides their fitness. So we tend to see an upswing in the fall. That's when we start talking about summer bodies are made in the winter, and working through results long term. Goodness gracious, sorry.
Ellie, what are you doing?
Putting makeup on. You do not want to see my face without makeup. This is
like, what
my
am
bathroom ceiling.
Don't be silly.
No, seriously, girlfriend. It's scary.
How are you? Oh, Ashley's back.
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
Loved your makeup post from this morning. I wish I looked that pretty when I woke up. you give me some of that lip sense or whatever you're using.
Dude, that stuff is crazy. It really is awesome.
I mean, I do have a lip stain that I really like, and sometimes I do wake up with it on still if I put it on like late at night, but that stuff is insane. Hey, Nolan, will you take her downstairs, please? Take her downstairs. Go downstairs. Yeah, downstairs. Oh, Lord.
Okay. I think maybe we can do this. All right. So anyway, diamond bonus, we've got it. Team Cup obviously starts on Monday and Tuesday, but we need to be registered by the end of the day on Monday. If you have anybody else who is interested at all, like who, even if their goal is like, sure, I'll try it, sure, I'll, or anybody that's a new coach, Team Cup is, I feel like it's just a chance to really get out of your comfort zone and just build your conversations and talk to more people and things like that. So I know I was thrown into it early on when I started and was like, I don't really know if I can do this, but it forced me out of my comfort zone. And as a brand new coach, to work on moving towards Success Club and things like that, it was, Duke, stop, it was good. Okay, so I'm just going to dive into, does anybody have any questions or anything that you want to address, talk about, anything like that before we jump in? No? Okay, I'm going to try to keep it quick. Michaela is actually on her way over to my house right now, so I was going to have her jump on in a little bit. So I'm going to try to get through these slides real quick. So I have a few key points from Summit that I wanted to share with you guys. Get out of here. Go. Get. That's my dog, not the kids. That's not how I talk to my kids. Get out of here. Get out of here. Okay, so, all right. Okay, so just, I have pages upon pages of notes from probably 25 different speakers, but there's just 3 that I wanted to cover specifically today that I can try to get through. Duke, go. Pretty quickly. And so I think for me, the biggest, whenever I go to Summit, I am inspired and like, it's just like, what is it today? My husband's out of town. Like, kids are a disaster. That's okay. Just go downstairs. Okay.
We're right there with you, Ashley. So do what you need to do. My kids are a disaster. My dog's being annoying too. So I get it.
Let your sister play with you. Oh my gosh. She just wants to play with you. Yeah. Thanks, Dave. Good job.
Girl, you need to get them some iPads or something.
Oh my gosh. I thought they were going to turn on a show. I don't know what they're doing. Apparently, they only want to watch TV when I don't want them to watch TV. Like, they don't want to watch it when I'm like, sit down and watch a show.
Never. No.
Okay. So anyway, with Summit, some of my favorite things about going to Summit is not only is it just being around other people, like-minded people, seeing your friends from the internet that you never get to see in real life, and then just the way that they just bring it. Like, everything that you've struggled with in your business is addressed. Like, every challenge that you faced is addressed. Like, there are so many things about Summit that just reinforce everything that we're doing. I mean, you don't have to be a 15-star millionaire coach to go to Summit and get a rewarding experience from it. Like, just to go and to, just to be around other people and to experience that motivation and those uplifting, speakers and things like that. It makes it all worth it. So I typically look for, initially it was like, how can I grow my business? How can I talk to people? How can I be successful at this? And that's still a big takeaway for me. But I look a lot more towards the leadership things I can gain from it. And I think there's a ton of stuff there. I attended this leadership workshop that was like a very exclusive thing. I took Deidre's ticket since she wasn't there and got to go to it. And that is something that, has to come on another call, because there's so much stuff that I gained from that it's just, as far as recruiting and, what to do with your new coaches and stuff like that. And I'm working on putting that all into place for a new training for our team. But I think, as far as just general information for everybody in this business, my three favorite speakers were Chalene Johnson, Melanie Mitro, and Brendon Burchard. And I love Brendon Burchard with like all of my heart. He's like one of my probably the biggest reason why I'm still a coach today, just because of his podcasts and the motivation and inspiration that he provides in his podcasts and stuff really just helped me get through some of the struggling points. But so with Chalene, she is a marketing guru. She is like just super, super motivational and is an entrepreneur from day one and owns multiple businesses. I mean, she's done all of the Beachbody stuff, the workouts and all of that stuff. And then she like runs all of her own businesses. If you've seen any of her, like she has a marketing academy, a confidence club, like all these things on social media that she focuses on helping other entrepreneurs build their businesses. So she, she came out of the stage with like fireworks and like on fire, as she always does. And she basically said, some of the things that I'm going to tell you today aren't aligned with Beachbody's historically what Beachbody teaches new coaches to do. Some of these things are going to kind of shake your world and teach you a new way to go about how you market your business on social media. And I think for any new coach, this is super, super important to know. I can share all these slides and stuff with you guys in the post afterwards, but there were four key things that Chalene said, and I'm going to dive into those. And if you guys have any questions along the way, just stop me or, raise your hand or whatever. So number one, borrowed words are for the birds. So many coaches get caught up in like, I know I was guilty of it, following some of the top coaches and being like, what are they doing? I need to do exactly that, copying posts word for word and stuff like that. And honestly, like people can tell if you're a copy and paster. They can tell if it's not your story, if you're not being authentic. Now, I know we all do similar posts that are like, this is my challenge group. This is, what's included and all of that stuff, kind of just the core basics. But, I have had people literally copy my post word for word when I'm talking about motherhood or something like that. And I look at it and I'm like, no, like that's not right. You're not supposed to copy word for, like, especially if it's something I'm telling a story about, like that's just a little like, whoa. But one thing that she said is, you definitely need to be authentic and you definitely need to focus on you and your story. People follow you for a reason. They love seeing your journey, your whatever it is, but they connect with you. And they want to see you. I think, Kelly, you and I can kind of agree here, like that one girl that, whatever her first name is, like something Nicole or whatever. But like she and I she had enrolled with a coach from her hometown who doesn't really coach. She and I had talked a little bit, and I had told her, like, if you want to switch coaches, this is what you can do. And then we just the conversation just went flat. And she and Kelly, she connected with Kelly and you guys like went to college together, and she and Kelly now have a really strong relationship. And it's just about who you connect with. And some people connect with other people, and that's okay. There's a lot of people in this business that, people can connect with, and you have to understand that, like, sometimes people are going to follow you for you, and sometimes they're going to say, you know what, like, I don't really mesh with this person, or I don't really think it's a good fit. And you can tell that too. Like, you can kind of tell with a conversation with somebody. Guys, I'm on a call. I'm gonna give it back. Okay. So anyway, authenticity is key, and just being you and being who you are, and that's relatable to other people. Don't tell me you're about to sell me. So, oh my gosh. You're not going to go to the splash pad today, okay? So you can just sit on the couch and be by yourself.
Hey guys, just FYI while she's gone, I think in Forever Fit, Chalene's speech was posted. I watched it. It was really good. So Ashley, I was just sharing that.
Yeah.
I think in Forever Fit, Chalene's speech is posted. So I watched it and it was awesome.
Yes.
So it's definitely like to sort of like, you know, reiterate everything that you're saying. It's good to watch. Like it helped me a lot. So
yeah, I can share the link to that, and I couldn't get mine to upload. Let me just share the link to that too. I don't know if you guys watched Melanie Mitro's speech from Summit either, but that was really good.
yes.
So attraction marketing out, one thing that she had talked about was, you know, instead of posting pictures of like your bag of Shakeology and like your, you know, Shift Shop DVD and all that stuff, people can honestly go to they can see a bag of Shakeology and be like, oh, cool. Like I'm going to look up this Shakeology stuff and then Google it. And then what they're going to find is like negative reviews or, you know, somebody blogging about how they didn't like it. Or they're going to find a top 10 coach who uses Shakeology and has all these really awesome posts. And they're going to be like, sweet, I'm going to go sign up with that person. So, so she said, you know, as we all know, Beachbody spends tons of money on marketing and advertising, and we don't need to do that. They do that for us. So all we need to do is just be ourselves and share our journey and attract people through curiosity. And that just means, you know, like, posting, you know, when you're like, oh my gosh, I just killed it. I just did this 25-minute workout and I'm getting such awesome results and I love this, you know, and then people are like, what are you doing? So just leaking out the details. Don't lead with the company, lead with you. I know there's a coach who she literally crops everything Beachbody out of everything that she does. Like if she has a tank top on that says Beachbody on it, she crops that out. Or if there's any, like she does not do anything Beachbody related. And she's like in the top 25 in the company. And how does she be a top 25 coach without using anything Beachbody? Well, because it's curiosity marketing. People want to know what she's doing. And then she has that conversation with them after the fact. So just being able to provoke a lot more questions from people instead of, you know, like showing everything all over the place, because people know, like people, if somebody can come to your page and see all of your, you know, Beachbody stuff, then they're like, okay, like I know this chick's a Beachbody coach. But if they can come to your page and they can see how motivated and inspired you are and how you're, you know, doing this thing and you're getting results and you're looking awesome and you're happy and you love your life, and they're like, oh my gosh, I don't know what she's doing, but I want to be a part of that. You know, that is curiosity marketing. That is what attracts people. And then she said, you know, too much info sometimes people can be overwhelmed and be like, no thanks, but not enough information. People get curious. Like I posted a picture of my workout pants that I bought at Summit, and I was like, oh my gosh, I love these new workout pants and they make my butt look really great. And I had a bunch of people ask me, oh my gosh, what are those workout pants? Where did you get them from? I want to know, you know, and ask all these questions. So it's important, and that goes into the next one. Likes wear thin, questions are what win. It doesn't matter if you have, you know, 100 or 100,000 followers. Like it doesn't, if you have 100,000 followers and not one single person gives a crap about what you're doing, then what's the point? But if you have 100 followers and you have 10 people every day that are like, oh my gosh, I need to know more. Like, I love what you're doing. I love, you know, it's the quality that of the people that you attract versus the quantity. So she said, you know, it doesn't matter if you post a picture and you get 10 likes on it. If you get 10 likes, but you get 5 questions, then that's what's important. What do I do to get more people to ask me more questions, restore their curiosity? provoke thought, provoke question asking things, and share little things that, people are going to be curious about what you're doing. And then you don't need to be outstanding. You just need to stand out. What separates you from every other coach out there? What is it that you're doing that is making a difference, that people are, attracted to you and that are seeing, what you do? And just those, little victories of sharing your own personal journey and things like that. That's all I had for her. And I will post her talk so you guys can go back and listen to her whole, I think it was like 20 minutes, 25 minutes or something like that. So then Melanie Mitro, as you guys know, she's always such a, just a powerhouse of information and such an amazing leader. And I always love listening to her no matter what she says. I mean, she could be talking about her kid's poopy diaper and it would probably be motivating enough for me to start a company about it. But she said, it all starts with a decision, and you've made a decision, you want to coach, you want to help other people. And I was just talking with a couple of the girls last night about how it's so frustrating when you have somebody who enrolls with their friend who's a coach, but that coach doesn't want to do anything. They have literally no desire to work the business at all. And that's frustrating to me as somebody who wants to work the business and wants to help people get results. And then they're signed up with somebody, they're like, oh, well, I bought a challenge pack for my friend, but she doesn't do any challenge groups. So can I join yours? And you're like, what? But that's the thing. We're here to help people get results. And you never know, that person who bought a challenge pack last week from their friend who doesn't coach could come into your group and could get amazing results. And then, then you get a bunch of referrals from them and you make a really strong relationship with them and they could be your new best friend. So I never discount anybody for that reason. Just last night, I had a girl who did that exact same thing, and now she wants to switch back to me because she was with me, but then she bought something from her friend. So then she changed her coach. So now she wants to switch back to me because her friend doesn't do any work. And I'm like, I don't know. So I literally told this girl, I said, I take my group seriously. I take what I do seriously. This is my job, and my job is to help you get results. So if you are interested in joining my group for the sole purpose of getting results and you're ready to commit and take this seriously, then yes, I will allow you into my group. But I make this a very exclusive thing for people because I want them to know that I don't mess around, that this is a business for me, and that yes, I'm here to help you get your results, but I'm not going to let you into my group so you can use a Richard Simmons DVD and drink some, Slim Fast shake and then expect to call it a win. That's just, it's not going to happen. So I'm here to help you if you work with me. Let's make a relationship out of this. Let's do it together. So anyway, so Melanie Metro, it starts with a decision. You've made a decision to coach. You are here, you're showing up for people, you're helping people. That is your main focus. Know your outcome. Visualize every single day what your goal is. That's why we talk about vision boards. That's why I say have a vision, have a very clear path on what you want out of coaching. Initially for me, I was like, cool, I want to be a coach and I want to help some people. And I didn't really have a clear vision, so I didn't really have a direction. But when I was like, you know what, my goal is to be emerald by February. My goal is to be diamond by my birthday. My goal is to be 1 star by summit. Those are things that I set in place and I visualize, I'm going to hit Success Club every month. I'm going to be on that Success Club trip. I'm going to make $1,000 a month. I'm going to, all those things. And when you can visualize those things, you actually have a drive behind you that pushes you to get to that next level. Do not lose sight of it. It has meaning to you, and don't sell yourself short. What if they say yes? Oh my gosh, what do I do? Now I have all these people. Hold on, Michaela's here. I'm going to let her in real quick.
Melissa, where'd you go? Do you have curly hair? Dang, prom hair.
Oh, I curled it last night.
Oh my God. Where did you go?
Just dinner with some girlfriends, cousins and aunts.
What's the deal with your eyebrows?
I just use makeup, but everyone always asks
like, what is it?
I buy it from Sephora. I'll go get it and show you.
Okay.
Okay, so it's called Dip Brow Pomade. And so it's like this little tiny cream.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, sorry. And then I have this little angled brush.
Uh-huh.
And so I just like kind of like draw them on with this. It's amazing.
I'm sorry, I'm cracking up because Sarah just texted me, what's the deal with your eyebrows? And then like laughing face because I said to you. But she doesn't know that we go way back. I can say what's the deal with your eyebrows.
Yeah, totally. Right?
And you like hashtagged about your eyebrows this morning, so I had to know.
Asking me about them, so I'm like, maybe that's my thing. Like, maybe I just need to be like the eyebrow person. I don't know.
I was like, well, tell me about these eyebrows. Like, what's the deal?
Look who
Sorry, Ashley, we're talking about eyebrows. Hey, girl.
Sorry, totally interrupting Cole.
What do you guys
Oh, yeah. Get her out of here.
What's she doing?
By the way, I
Melissa
need
has
some
the
help.
best
Melissa, I
eyebrows.
need help with eyebrows.
And that's why I asked her, what's the deal with your eyebrows? I pencil mine, but like I have like no eyebrows, so I just have to pencil them. I don't think I can use that cream.
I don't have eyebrows either.
I would
You don't?
what is that like?
And you're like blonde, like there's like two pieces. It's no
Maybe
good.
I'll do a video of me actually doing them.
Can you like lift some weights while you're doing it?
Dude, that would be huge. Like, you should totally do that.
I'm gonna do that.
Squat and eyebrows, squat and eyebrow.
You should do a live video.
You know what? Let's just make like a video, like like an 80s workout video with all of us doing it.
Totally do that. I think I have some nice old 80s stuff I could probably pull out. Oh man. Well, I'm gonna run through these real quick, and then
What's Michaela doing at your house?
we're going to the splash pad.
Oh dang!
All the kids are like playing and running around. There's a bathroom right.
Oh, he's back.
Okay. My dog is annoying, by the way.
Oh gosh.
I'm just running through this Melanie Mitro stuff. Cool. Don't kill your momentum. Your goal is not a shiny object. So unfortunately, like, we have certain months that like, we're pushing for Success Club, or we'll go out there in just a minute. Okay. You're pushing for Success Club. You are, pushing for Diamond or whatever it is. And then you work yourself into like a funk, and you're like, oh my gosh, I can't, like, I'm done. Don't worry about that shiny object. Focus on the task at hand every single day. And don't know that your behaviors and what you're doing will get you there eventually. Commit to your goal. Create your own personal growth plan. I have a really awesome personal growth plan.
It's Roberts.
Yeah, Roberts or Roberts 5G.
Either one.
Yeah.
Crossroads.
Yeah. It's capital EMMA 1214. Just a minute. Commit to your goal, create your own personal growth plan. So having a business plan, kind of like what I was talking about with visualization, having a business plan, writing out your actual plan. Like, what am I doing? Where am I going? How am I going to get there? Okay, I want to get to Diamond. Like, what is my plan? I need to have 4 coaches on each leg. That means I need to, if I'm on average signing 2 coaches a month, talking to 50 people, I probably need to start talking to 100 people, or I need to talk to my challengers more about converting to coaches, or I need to, look for more people who are goal driven and business oriented and motivating. And I see their posts on Facebook and things like that I think would be a great coach. So create that personal growth plan. I have a really good one. If you guys want it, I can post it in the comments. And then practice discipline. Just showing up when it's hard. Just, like this weekend for me, I'm at SC8 and my goal was 20 this month. And I don't know if I'm going to get there, but I sent out about 30 more invites last night, and I've been having multiple conversations. I'm going back through every single Woofu application that I've ever had, and I'm re-inviting people. And I have a girl who told me 3 months ago that she wasn't ready to commit, and now she is. So I'm just working on, doing those habits that are going to get me the results. Obstacles, the more success you have, the more obstacles you'll face. And that's a true statement. I mean, like when I first started versus now, I was like, okay, I'll just help a couple people each month and whatever. And now I'm like, okay, I'm building a team. I'm trying to build my own business. I'm trying to revamp some trainings. I'm trying to, keep my challengers engaged and keep my coaches engaged. And, you just continue to have obstacles, but that means your business is growing. That's a good sign. The more obstacles you face, it's a good sign. Keep stoking the fire. There's the kids' bedrooms are in there. I don't care.
Don't make a mess.
Keep stoking the fire. Keep, you have excitement, you have interest, keep it going. I saw a really great video from Andrea Crowder the other day, and she was talking about how she starts at 10 every month. And every month she starts it, I'm looking for 10 new coaches. And then if she signs one, she says, I'm looking for 9, I'm looking for 8, and she makes a countdown list. And you can do that with your coaches. You can do that with your challenge groups. And you can say you can build that excitement and that attraction. So people are like, dude, she's killing it. Like she's, I'm at 10, I want 10 new people for my group this month, and then start crossing off the list. I've got 8 spots left, 7 spots left. You can do that for your whole month. And same thing with coaches too. Positivity and opportunity, you are not at a disadvantage unless you think you are. If you say you've tried everything, then write it out. Literally write out everything that you've tried. If you say like, you know what, I've invited 50 people this month and I'm done. Really? Write it out. Did you really invite 50 people? Like whenever,
When too close.
that might not work. You might have to just mute it.
That was really loud.
Or if you want to just sit over here.
Yeah, that's not gonna work. Sorry, guys.
There's an alien in my house.
It's just me.
Oh my gosh, they're so funny. List it out. And that's, I don't know what I'm doing to not get enough people to my challenge groups. Like there must be something that I'm doing wrong. List out all the things that you're doing and go back and say, is there something that I haven't tried yet? Is there something that I haven't done? Focus on helping others, not just helping yourself. And that's what's so hard, especially if you're pushing for a Success Club goal, because you're like, oh my gosh, I have this goal that I want to meet. But it's not about our goals. It's about helping other people reach theirs. And when we can align that with what we're doing, when we can focus more on the outcomes of other people and how the conversations that we have with other people that'll help them get to where they want to go, that will in turn help us reach our goals. And then elevate. Your strengths must be a vehicle of change and positivity. You just have to elevate your life, your leadership, your, everything that you're doing. And you have to know that when you mentally take it to the next level, then your business will follow. When you can say like, I'm going to kick butt in my challenge groups. I'm going to rock results out for people. I'm going to do whatever it takes to help my coaches have the information that they need to feel like they're successful. I'm going to, show up. I'm going to do the things that I need to do. And I'm going to take my own personal business to the next level, 10x your business. Then know that your business will follow in those things in that regard. Brendon Burchard, I could probably talk about him for an hour and a half, and I'm not going to. And he had 5 personal musts for motivation and success, but I was just like so enamored that apparently I missed one along the way. So I have 4 personal musts for motivation and success. And he talked about raising your ambitions and refusing to settle. And I don't know if we have a recording of his speech. I'll look for it. But I think, there wasn't a dry eye in the house. He was just so powerful and just has such a good story and such a good way of storytelling that, just listening to him was such a joy. Melissa, I don't know if you have notes from him, if you have the 5th personal must, but if you do, I'll let you share it because somehow I only have 4. But, sometimes you don't believe, sometimes people don't believe, but don't limit your vision based on your past or current circumstances. Raise your ambition. Refuse to settle. If you're going to do it, your ambition must be greater than it was yesterday. Somewhere throughout the day, you were disconnected from your ambition, your desire, your vision, and your passion, and you need to reconnect with that. And just know that, when you set the bar low, we don't work as hard. When you set the bar higher, then that's where you see the results. I must live each day with intention. He did this big thing about living, waiting for permission. And, I think I talked about it when we were live at Summit a couple of weeks ago, and just granting yourself permission to work harder, to be bigger, to do more, to live, as he says in his podcast, live fully, love openly. And be authentic and live your life with authenticity. At the end of the day, if your time is up, if your clock ticks, ask yourself at the end of the day, did I really do everything that I needed to do? Have I really been living with intention, with purpose? Did I live? Did I love? Do I matter? And I think whenever we can just focus on being that source of inspiration and positivity for other people, that is where our intentions come through. I must no longer fear rejection. Listen through your fears. A lot of people can do what you do, but they don't listen. And then they have a terrible ride. But listening to what you're afraid of, what you're fearful of in this business. Like for me still, I have a fear of rejection and talking to people, but knowing that the more that I do that and the more I work through those conversations, the better I am with all of that. And then I must find something to fight for. When you sit down at your computer going, who needs me on my A game right now? Do you guys want to play outside? You can. Yeah.
Can I bring this out here too?
Who needs me on my A game right now? When you sit down to post in your challenge group, how can I be the best person that these people need right now? How can I be the best coach that my challengers need? When you sit down to post on Facebook, who needs me right now? Who needs to read a post that I can write right now? Who needs inspiration today? Who needs to know that no matter what, their kids are doing, and no matter, where your husband is, or you're exhausted, or whatever is going on in your life, who needs to know that you're going to be okay? And just being that source of positivity in somebody's life. Fight for what you want. Fight for you. Fight for your business. Fight for your growth, and fight for the success of other people too. So that's all that I have for you guys. They have to go through the basement. But yeah, I have a ton of stuff that I can share with you guys, but this is a few of the really good ones. And I can try to find that Brendon Burchard talk and give you guys kind of all of the videos of these talks. They were just absolutely riveting, but I do have some really great leadership stuff from the leadership workshop that I attended. And I think I'm going to make that into a separate call, kind of geared specifically for growing your business and leadership skills and stuff like that. Does anybody have any questions or anything that you want to talk about? Anything you want to add, Melissa? I know you talked about quite a bit of stuff. Michaela, anything?
No, I have to go back and watch the call because I missed it all.
That's okay. I can give you a Cliff Notes version.
Okay.
So as far as this weekend goes, I know we all have lives and we all have stuff going on, but don't forget why you're here. Don't forget what you're doing. Don't forget your purpose. I'm starting another challenge group on Monday for the sole purpose of seeing if there's anybody else out there that needs my help. I've had quite a few people that have backed off for a couple months that are now ready to get back at it. So I'm trying to just offer a spot for those people. I'm reaching out to my entire email list, my entire customer list on my personal page, and just going back and letting everybody know, like, hey, I have a group starting Monday. If you're interested, this is what I can offer you. And then just, just doing that, just trying to connect with a few more people, going back to those follow-ups and working through those, and knowing that the month isn't over yet. I've hit I've hit SC in the last hour of the month, multiple months, and it's totally possible. And when you shift your mindset from like frustration, anxiety, negativity to like, whatever, I got this, I have faith, like I'm an awesome coach, I can rock my business, and I am totally capable of helping a ton of people. So when you can shift your mindset in that regard, then you will, yeah. Oh my goodness, there's some messages in here. Okay. Oh, Sarah. Sarah, I'm so glad I can be a source of entertainment for you at your garage sale, or maybe the eyebrow conversation. I don't know, but I don't know what it was, but that's awesome. I'm cracking up for you. But you're over.
I have one, like, just not even important question, but just for the group, sort of. So I've been reaching out to like a lot of people, but I've found lately that a lot of the people that I'm talking to are already on a fitness journey, and they're already doing things that like they're happy with. And so the conversation is just sort of fizzling out. And I don't know if I'm just getting in my head about it, but I'm having a hard time like keeping it going. And like, where do I go from there? Like, do they even need my help? I don't know.
I mean, I like, whenever that happens, I don't discount the coaching opportunity too, like to people that are on a fitness journey. Cause that's how that was me when I enrolled as a coach. I mean, and I think a lot of you guys are probably pretty similar. Like you were already working on, you know, granted you were using Beachbody programs and Shakeology and stuff, but I mean, that's something that I consider when I talk to people, is just about where they are personally, like with that. I feel like everybody needs help with nutrition no matter what. Like I always ask about nutrition specifically, and like, how are you doing with, you know, do you meal plan? Do you, you know, and I ask them a lot of questions about,
If they get the result, are they getting the
Yeah.
results?
Are they
might
getting
be
the
honest, but
results?
They might not be getting the results.
right, how long have you been working out? Like what kind of results have you been seeing with what you're doing? And then I just consider, like, I consider everybody like a, no, I'm not getting results, no, my nutrition is crap, like kind of person. So that way I can kind of build off that conversation. And just a minute, okay? Just a minute. You can go play outside too.
They're being mean to you.
She's just 8.
Oh.
But I'll turn that conversation into a, like, as far as like coaching goes, I'll ask them like, you know, how long have you been doing this? How long have you been getting results? Like, are you inspiring other people? Are other people, you know, inspired by what you're doing? Like how did you get started? Where did you, you know, and then and try to shift their mindset into more of a coaching mindset. And I mean, if I don't ask,
sometimes I ask what they do and then ask them for advice, almost like they can coach you a little bit. And then it's not, I don't know, it just starts conversation and a give and take. Like I had some lady that was recommending yoga and stuff to me, and it was like,
Yeah.
and then I was like, you're doing great, but if you ever know of anyone struggling, like, you know, you
Right.
can always refer.
Referrals.
So
You can always turn it into referrals. Yeah, like what Michaela was saying about, like, I don't run. You guys run. Some of you guys run. I don't run. So if I'm ever talking to somebody who's a runner, I always ask them questions about running. Like, because I don't run. I don't like to run. Like I get shin splints, and I kind of turn the conversation around just to give them something more to talk about, because you guys know people love to talk about themselves. And when they can share a little bit more of what works for them, then I feel like we can build a really good relationship. And then when we kind of got there, then I'm like, you know, I share a little bit about coaching, and I'm like, this is something that I didn't even expect to come into my life and help me with, you know, work through my own fitness journey, but I absolutely love it. And it's been life-changing. And even if I could help one other person feel how I feel right now, or feel how you feel right now, then, you know, I've counted it as a win. So,
Okay. I think I'm just getting too in my head because it's like the end of the month, and I'm just like, I'm losing sight of like actually like building relationships with people. I'm like starting to get like, oh my gosh, I just want to sign them up. You know what I mean? Like, and I need to just step back from that and just be.
no, please don't. Please leave it. I'll bring it in a minute.
Actually have a relationship.
Yeah.
And then like, throwing it out there so quickly. But I just feel so under the gun because it's the end of the month.
I know. And I like that anxiety creeps in, and like, it's tough. And, when you have a really awesome month and then you're struggling another month, you're like, what am I doing wrong? But literally it has nothing to do with what you're doing wrong, what I'm doing wrong, what we're doing wrong. It has everything to do with the timing. And it's, unfortunate that happens and that we see those like, ebbs and flows and stuff like that, but it's part of the business. And I didn't post in our team page, but I posted in the Dream Team Diamond page about this specific thing yesterday, about how I've, had a lot of struggles this month and a lot of personal challenges and a lot of conversations that have gone flat and a lot of people that have applied for my challenge groups but have never come out of it. Like a girl who just completed my application and she hasn't responded to any of my emails. Like, why did you apply and tell me your life story and not even, like where is that going? So, but it's just, it's a month and they happen. And I have to look back on, and what's gotten me through this month is the victories that I've had personally in my business and the victories that my challengers have had. And even if I don't hit Success Club 10 this month, even if I don't hit Success Club 22 or whatever, that I still know that I'm showing up every day and being the best coach I can to the people that I have in my corner. And knowing that, they're getting the results that they want, that they've put their trust in me and that I can just help guide them through and that it'll all work out. And then still another end of the month thing that I like to do is go and ask for referrals, even in my challenge groups. Like, hey guys, I have a new group starting on Monday. Do you know of anybody that would be interested in joining? If so, like, let me know. I do referral bonuses and little things like that. I mean, a $20 Target gift card goes a long way. So, so little things like that, not being afraid to ask for referrals.
Tell them too that get these conversations going even if they don't buy, because Team Cup's right around the corner.
Right.
So if you don't get them this month, you get them next month.
Team Cup is, and I think about that too. Like when I slow down on my inviting 6 to 8 weeks later, I'm like struggling because that's usually when people come back around. They see that 20th post that you've done after you've sent them that message or had that conversation, and they're like, all right, I think I'm ready to do this. So that's, that consistent inviting and stuff. But yeah, Team Cup. So I feel like if we don't have an astronomical month this month, we have Team Cup next month. And back to school is a big time for moms because their kids are out of the house and they can start getting back into their groove and they can start making time for themselves again. I mean, we all know how difficult it is with all the kids at home trying to like manage life. But yeah, yeah. I'm not gonna lie. My little one, I enrolled her for preschool yesterday, and where I was super tearful, I'm like, that's 3 8 to 4 days, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. days that I'm gonna have during the week. I'm gonna be totally alone. What am I doing with myself? Besides drink champagne at noon, like I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Send messages all day because you can't.
Oh, I know. So, we'll see. 15-star diamond come October.
Yeah, girl, get it. I'll try to help. I swear.
We will be an elite team this year. So that's all I got. Michaela?
I don't have anything.
Hi.
Hey, girl.
What time are you doing your plank, Melissa?
I don't know. Maybe when the kids take a nap, like 1:30.
What day are you?
Yesterday.
So, are you thinking we're going to start Monday on 11 through 18?
Oh, I was just gonna go tomorrow since I already skipped yesterday.
All right. Well, let me know. So,
Did you just say 11 through 18?
Yeah. Look at Kelly's face.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like what?
I mean, that was the original challenge, was 18 days.
No, you guys are lying.
Yeah, that's what Alicia's little challenge was. I'm gonna stop recording.